Okay, there was a big gap in between, but no problem, we will continue. I was not knowing कि बीच में इतना गैप हो जाएगा, otherwise वो lesson at least complete कर देते पहले. So not a problem. We are proceeding ahead with that lesson of classification of animals first. Okay. I hope all of you remember the previous part in animal classification that we have done right from the beginning, porifera, the criteria for classification, everything, and obviously all the examples. अच्छे से याद है? No. What about प्राची, दीक्षा? याद है examples? नहीं, कुछ भी याद नहीं है. Don't tell me. Who can tell me the name of all the non-chordate phylum in the same order? बोलो. Start करो. Everybody can interact. First one.
Porifera.
Porifera. Okay. Second one.
Nidaria.
Nidaria. Correct. Third one.
Platyhelminthes.
Platyhelminthes. Okay. Followed by after Platyhelminthes.
Aschelminthes.
Aschelminthes. Correct. Then
Econodermata.
Annelida.
after Aschelminthes, Annelida. Yes, Annelida. Correct. Don't the order cannot be changed, okay? Because this is the order of evolution, you know that. Okay, Annelida followed by
Arthropoda.
arthropoda नहीं पोड़ा.
Poda.
हाँ, arthropoda. प्राची arthropoda बोली.
नहीं, arthropoda.
Okay. Then next
Mollusca.
mollusca followed by mollusca के बाद
Econodermata.
econo नहीं. Echinodermata. Okay, spiny skinned बोलते हैं ना, echinos. Okay, after that
Hemichordata.
just 1 second, hold on. Hello, students. Yeah, sorry, got an important call from the college. Okay. Hello, are you there? Yeah. So we were talking about echinodermata तक पहुंच गए थे. उसके बाद after echinodermata, which is the next one?
Hemichordata.
It is Hemichordata, the most advanced phylum in non-chordates. Okay, and after that we started with the chordates. So under chordates कौन से group थे?
Urochordata.
Correct. Subphylum Urochordata. उसके बाद
Vertebrate.
नहीं, there was one more. There was one more. Urochordata. उसके बाद one more was there.
Cephalochordata.
Cephalochordata. Correct. Then after cephalochordata, प्राची ने जो बोला कौन सा?
Vertebrata.
Vertebrata. And under vertebrata, we had discussed about 6 classes. Tell me one by one.
Cyclostomata.
Correct. Cyclostomata, followed by
Pisces.
Pisces. और बोलो. Next.
Amphibia.
Amphibia. Reptilia. उसके बाद
Aves.
Aves and Mammalia. This is the order.
Mammalia.
Yes. अच्छे से याद है. So got that overview, everyone? Okay. So हमने last time we have completed till class Reptilia. All of you remember all the possible examples. We'll finish up Aves and Mammalia, and then we will quickly take a rapid action questions on examples. जैसे पहले किए थे. I'll tell the name of the animal. You have to tell me it belongs to which group. Ready, everyone? That will be after I complete mammals. So lesson पहले complete हो जाए, उसके बाद examples का orally discuss करेंगे. Okay? Be on video, everyone. Yeah. Okay. So coming to the second last class. Okay. And as far as classification is concerned, मैंने starting से ये भी बोला है कि like you have to learn about classification from evolution point of view also. कि हमने पोरीफेरा से लेकर जो अभी तक हमने देखे हैं classes, you have been seeing that they are evolving with respect to the features between non-chordates and chordates. Okay, there have been between non-chordates and chordates, there are features like notochord, nerve cord, okay, which are advancing. There are differences even in the heart and the vertebral column. Correct? One second. Hello. I'm sorry for the disturbance. College में exam आ रहे हैं, so there are continuous calls. Okay, yes, come back everyone. Yeah. So we had been discussing about class Reptilia last time. So वहाँ तक complete कर दिए थे, and you remember the characteristics and the main points. And now we come to the second last group, that is class apes. Now this one word में अगर बोलते हैं तो apes मतलब all the birds. So whenever you say the word bird, you know a picture comes to your mind. Okay, something that is small or big and it is flying in the air, and there are many colorful birds. Birds may be बहुत diversity है, correct? So when you're talking about birds, first let us see the distinguishing characters. Okay, तो इसमें क्या क्या points आएंगे? सबसे पहले birds have feathers. Okay, जो feathers है, that's a characteristic feature of only birds. And these feathers, they are nothing but their exoskeleton. Okay, this is a very important point. Exoskeleton का क्या मतलब है? There are two words, endoskeleton and exoskeleton. In the case of fishes, we have seen that endoskeleton can be either cartilage or bones. Correct? Same way here in the case of birds, the endoskeleton is bones. Birds have bones, but the exoskeleton is a unique structure called feathers. So you are aware about the different types of feathers found in different birds. Okay, so that is their exoskeleton जो बाहर से protection देता है birds को. And it is also for insulation to preserve their body heat. You can see a point over here. Aves are homeotherms. Till reptiles, they were called poikilotherms. That is cold-blooded. They were able to modify the body temperature according to that of the surroundings. But in the case of birds, they are homeotherms. That means they have a fixed body temperature. Okay, so aves and mammals, these are the only two groups which are homeotherms. Up to reptiles are poikilotherms or cold-blooded. ठीक है? And birds में भी बोलते हैं तो we imagine that they are flying around, but there are some birds which are flightless also. Okay, उनके पास feathers होते हैं, exoskeleton होते हैं, but because of various reasons they don't fly. तो उनको हम बोलते हैं flightless birds. Can you give an example? Any flightless bird?
Ostrich.
Ostrich. बहुत है. We will see the example. Emu, correct. And very unique point, जैसे हमने fishes में भी देखे थे, fish के लिए हमने बोला था कि it has got a streamlined body, tapering on both the ends. तो जब पानी में swim करते हैं तो it provides that resistance against the water. Same way, birds also, because they have to fly in the air, so there is a resistance from the wind. तो उसको prevent करने के लिए birds have a boat-shaped body. Like it has got a beak in the front and a tail at the back. So when it is flying in the air, it is able to fly very gracefully because the pointed beak becomes a point where the resistance is distributed. वो उसका boat-shaped body है. That is another unique point. Okay, any bird you see flying, कितना gracefully उड़ता है. उसका landing, उसका flying और उसका taking off सब एकदम smooth रहते हैं. Correct? Bony endoskeleton and adaptation, like birds को अगर इतना उड़ना है हवा में, and there are some birds which can fly to very great heights, like eagles and kites. कितने ऊंचाई पे उड़ता है वो, है ना? So उतना उड़ने के लिए they have very good adaptations. So the adaptations for flying in the air उसको बोलते हैं volant adaptations. Okay, all the adaptations which are used for flying in the air उनको बोलते हैं volant adaptations. तो उसमें एग्जांपल आएगा वन ऑफ द वोलेंट एडेप्टेशन. एक तो है फेदर्स, सेकेंडली न्यूमैटिक बोन्स. न्यूमैटिक बोन मतलब यू कैन सी इन दिस डायग्राम, ह्यूमंस का जो बोन होता है दे आर मेड अप ऑफ कंपैक्ट सेल्स, हेवी बोन्स. बट सी द बोन्स ऑफ अ बर्ड, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एयर स्पेसेस, एयर पॉकेट्स. So that's the reason the bone becomes more of a hollow type and it becomes light in weight. So when it has to fly in the air, the most important requirement is it should be light in weight. That is possible only when there are pneumatic bones. So birds have that feature. So एक हो गया pneumatic bone, secondly presence of feathers, and thirdly birds में in the case of females there is only one ovary. Again it makes the body light. Okay, that's why it is able to fly around. Have you ever seen a bird doing something like this? कबूतर वगैरह को देखा रहेगा ऐसे करते हुए, like it turns its face and अपने beaks के उधर ऐसे ऐसे feathers के इधर चोंच मारते हैं. What do you think it is doing? Yes.
Eating insects in the body.
Not
Which are-
exactly. Not exactly. Sometimes they might come across some small insects or fleas or something. They might eat it up. But the process, the phenomenon that they are doing, उसको बोलते हैं preening. ये जो करते हैं ना उसको preening बोलते हैं. What exactly is that? कि feathers के base पे there are certain oil glands present. तो अपने beak से वो oil glands को फोड़ते हैं. They break those oil glands and spread the oil on their feathers. हम लोग अपने चेहरे पे मॉइस्चराइजर लगाते हैं, क्रीम लगाते हैं. Correct? Birds do this one. They don't have any Fair and Lovely or any other product. So they have this oil glands at the base of their feathers. वो उसको ब्रेक करके अपने स्किन के ऊपर, बॉडी के ऊपर स्प्रेड करते हैं. It keeps them moist, it keeps them nourished. Because दूसरे एनिमल्स को देखो, बर्ड्स को देखो, nobody takes bath except for some animals which are जो पानी में रहते हैं, या फिर elephants which like to play around in the water and all, but otherwise they don't take bath like what we do. This is the way they keep themselves clean. Okay, तो उसको preening करके बोलते हैं. And birds में दूसरा important adaptation है, they have wings obviously for flying. Okay, though they have very beautifully arranged wings which are having muscles, which are having bones, okay, and feathers. So जो wings है, they are nothing but the four limbs. If you remember, we are talking about superclass Tetrapoda. Amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals. ये चारों आते हैं टेट्रापोडा में. Tetra means four, poda means feet. But you see any bird, उसके दो ही पैर नजर आएंगे. Still we are keeping them under tetrapoda. The reason is these two legs which we see, they are the hind limbs. And जो आगे के दो पैर है, they are modified into wings. So the four limbs are modified into wings, and the hind limbs remain available for that means you can see ऐसे clawed digits रहेगा कि पेड़ के ऊपर बैठ गया तो branch को पकड़ लिया, or they can walk. You see a sparrow which is hopping around, ducks swimming in the water. Okay, तो ऐसे hind limbs are modified. ये देखा रहेगा कभी कार्निवोरस बर्ड्स में, देखो ईगल जैसे एनिमल बर्ड में एकदम टैलेंस होते हैं. They can tear open any other animal with this kind of projections, digits. Okay, so respiration is with the help of lungs. They have proper lungs for breathing. ठीक है, and the heart is 4-chambered. Reptiles में 3-chambered था, but aves and mammals में 4-chambered heart. Okay, alimentary canal. Birds feed with their mouth, जो beaks के feed करते हैं. And the alimentary canal, okay, they have a complete system, but there is one unique organ जिसको बोलते हैं crop. Okay, you must have seen pigeons. उसको दाना डालते हैं तो फट 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 करके सब खा लेते हैं. At a given time, फटाफट चोंच मार के जितने दाने मिल सकते हैं, they will just take it and they will go and sit somewhere. So this is their method of eating. हम लोग कैसे खाते हैं कि when we eat food, you chew it nicely and then you swallow it. Birds में ऐसा possibility नहीं है. They don't have that time because they are always vulnerable to predators. So wherever the food is available, they will immediately take up the amount, put it inside their alimentary canal. वो जाके यहाँ crop में store हो जाएगा. Without any digestion, just store it. Later they will go and sit at some place in a safer position, take this material out back into the mouth, chew it and then eat it. That is the function of this crop. See the adaptation. अपने आप को बचा के भी रखना है, खाना भी खाना है. Okay, and then there is another organ called the gizzard. दिख रहा है? This does the function of the stomach, the grinding organ. Okay, इसलिए उसको gizzard करके बोलते हैं. So these are advanced features in the body of birds you are able to see. Understood crop and gizzard? Okay, and birds are unisexual. Male birds and female birds are separate. And not only that, it's like the male and female birds sometimes look very different. Peacock and a peahen is the best example. Correct? So not only that, male and female birds भी separate है. They have their own breeding season also. They breed, they mate only during that season. Okay, and along with that, इतना evolution हुआ है कि the male birds do all sorts of antics in order to attract the female. This is universal across all the birds. Some of them, they have very colorful and beautiful look. It is the male which looks very attractive and beautiful, like the peacock. So it will open its vast display of feathers. It will dance around in the rain. The female will get attracted. Then there are competitions. जो मेल सबसे अच्छा नेस्ट बनाएगा फीमेल उसका, like the weaver bird. Okay, and there are some male birds, वो लोग स्टंट मारते. Okay, जैसे कन्नी क्या नाम है उसका, नील बर्ड के कुछ नाम है उसका, नीलकंठ नाम का बर्ड है, वो स्टंट मारते हैं. इट विल बिहेव एज इफ कि उसको ऊपर पहाड़ से किसी ने धक्का दे दिया, इट विल फॉल, ऐसे मर के गिर रहा है जैसा. एंड बिफोर इट इज जस्ट टचिंग द ग्राउंड, इट विल एकदम इमीडिएटली स्टंट मार के उड़ेगा. फीमेल गेट्स अट्रैक्टेड, वो एकदम हीरो है. ओके, so all these types of things they do. And कुछ male birds होते हैं, they sing songs for the female. Bird songs and bird calls are very interesting. उस पर अलग स्टडी होते हैं, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल कॉल्स निकालते हैं. बर्ड सॉन्ग्स आर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. ओके, यू मस्ट हैव सीन लव बर्ड्स. कितना प्यारा नाम भी रखा है उनका. करेक्ट, लव बर्ड्स भी रखे हैं. एंड देन देयर आर सम बर्ड्स जिसमें मेल्स क्या करते हैं, they give gifts to the female birds. Imagine, propose करने का स्टाइल है कि it will catch any insect or something जो उसका प्रे होगा, उस इंसेक्ट के बॉडी को एक पत्ते पे ऐसा रैप वगैरह करके गिफ्ट रैप कर रहे जैसा फीमेल के सामने प्रेजेंट करते. द फीमेल गेट्स अट्रैक्टेड, द जॉब इज डन. बट इमेजिन ये सब चीजें नेचर ने डेवलप किया ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ एवोल्यूशन. इसका साइंटिफिक रीजन क्या है ये सब करने का? वी फाइंड इट, हम लोग को देखते तो लगता है कि यस दैट इज वेरी इमोशनल, वेरी रोमांटिक, समथिंग लाइक दैट, बट देयर इज अ साइंटिफिक रीजन बिहाइंड इट. कि पीकॉक जैसे बर्ड को इतना फेदर्स लेके घूमना पड़ता है सिर्फ एक ही रीजन के लिए. ओके, फीमेल बर्ड्स आर नॉट वेरी अट्रैक्टिव और कलरफुल बिकॉज ये बायोलॉजिकल वर्ल्ड का रूल है. ओके, इट इज ऑलवेज द कॉम्पिटिशन अमंग द मेल्स टू गेट अ फीमेल. ओके, तो इससे क्या हो जाता है साइंटिफिकली, द चांसेस, अभी फीमेल को जैसे चॉइस है कौन से मेल को सिलेक्ट करना है, तो इसका साइंटिफिक रीजन ये है कि द फीमेल इज सिलेक्टिंग द बेस्ट पॉसिबल जीन्स which will pass on to the next generation. So the next generation of the species will become much better. ये चॉइस के वजह से वो सिलेक्शन आया. वीवर बर्ड जो अपना बहुत अच्छे से नेस्ट बनाते हैं. ओके, कम ऑन वीडियो एवरीवन, इंटरेस्टिंग बातें चल रही, इंटरेक्शन लगे ना. फिर वीवर बर्ड जब वो नेस्ट बनाते हैं, तो when the female bird is coming and inspecting all the nest of the males, imagine the nervousness that all the males are having कि मेरा सिलेक्शन होगा कि नहीं होगा. ओके, दैट इज द कंपटीशन. एंड इट इज लाइक उसमें जो फीमेल बर्ड है वो इतना क्रूएल है कि दोस नेस्ट जो उसको नहीं पसंद आते हैं वो पूरा तहस नहस करके गिरा देते हैं, डिस्ट्रॉयज द नेस्ट. उसको नहीं सिलेक्ट करना हो तो ना बोल के निकल जाता है कम से कम, बट नहीं, डिस्ट्रॉय. Okay, so imagine the height of nervousness that the male birds will have, but that's the law of nature. Okay, so that is the reason ये सब जो feature भी हम देख रहे हैं ना, this is also at the peak of evolution. Okay, how the males try to attract the females so that the best genes are passed on. इससे क्या हो जाता है, मेल्स के भी कैरेक्टर्स एनहांस होते हैं कि आई वांट माय जीन्स टू बी द बेस्ट सो दैट आई गेट सिलेक्टेड बाय द फीमेल. गेटिंग इट? एंड द वंस हु आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड, दैट मींस उसके जीन्स अच्छे नहीं है, वो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में नहीं जाना है. इट इज नथिंग बट द नेचुरल सिलेक्शन बाय डार्विन. ओके, oviparous, all birds lay eggs. They make their nest, very beautiful mechanisms of making nest. They lay the eggs and very high degree of parental care. ये भी एक evolutionary feature है. Parental care कर रहे हैं. The parent birds are taking care of the young ones very nicely, getting the food, feeding them in the mouth, taking care of it from other predators. उसके पीछे का scientific reason क्या है कि the more I protect my young ones, the more I am able to secure my genes for the next generation. That is the meaning of parental care. And internal fertilization, that means male gametes are deposited in the body of the female and fertilization takes place inside, zygote is produced inside. Okay, there are different behavioral aspects जो अभी हमने बताया, जैसे bird songs होते हैं, courtship behavior, जो males do all sorts of antics to attract the female, उसको courtship behavior बोलते हैं. Okay, then migration, bird migration is very famous. कितने दूर दूर तक बर्ड्स उड़ के जाते हैं. करेक्ट, दूर दूर तक बर्ड्स माइग्रेट करते हैं इन ऑर्डर टू सर्वाइव द अनफेवरेबल कंडीशन. जैसे साइबेरियन क्रेन, साइबेरिया इन रशिया, जहाँ पे ठंडी ठंडी बहुत ज्यादा हो जाते हैं, तो वहां से लेकर वो उड़ के इट कम्स ऑल द वे टू राजस्थान, भरतपुर, एंड स्पेंड द एंटायर विंटर सीजन देयर. वहां ब्रीडिंग होगा, यंग वंस होंगे, एंड नेक्स्ट ग्रोइंग सीजन में यंग वंस के साथ रिटर्न बैक टू साइबेरिया. इसके ऊपर लोग अलग से स्टडी करते हैं, बिकॉज इसका मिस्ट्री अभी तक पूरा समझा नहीं है कि एवरी ईयर बर्ड्स को कैसे पता चलता है कि यहाँ से निकल के इधर ही जाना है करके. ओके, जस्ट रिसेंटली 1 or 2 days बैक, आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वॉच दैट कौन बनेगा करोड़पति शो. देखते हैं? इट्स रियली इंटरेस्टिंग एंड वेरी गुड क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड. ओके, तो कौन बनेगा करोड़पति में बीच में क्वेश्चन आया था, which city in India, which city in the world actually, which place in the world is known as the Falcon capital, या Falcon city. Falcon is the name of a bird. Okay, तो Falcon capital of the world करके नाम दे दिया है, and that is the place in India called Nagaland. The reason is Siberia, Russia से Falcon birds they migrate all the way to Nagaland in every winter season. In Nagaland there is a lake over there, कुछ तो वहाँ के नाम बोले वो. उस लेक में there are more than 1 lakh birds during the migratory season. It's an amazing thing to watch. इसके वजह से नागालैंड में लोकल एक फेस्टिवल मनाते हैं वो लोग, the Falcon Festival. So these are natural treasures we should conserve. Correct? And the bird which migrates the maximum, that is a bird called the Arctic tern, TERN. वो नॉर्थ पोल से साउथ पोल तक माइग्रेट करते हैं. इमेजिन a tiny bird, but इतना माइग्रेट करते हैं. There are cranes which migrate, flamingos which come to Bombay, न्यू बॉम्बे साइड में सब देखेंगे तो फ्लैमिंगोस मिलेंगे भर भर के. So they come via migration. Okay, so this is very interesting phenomenon. But इसमें हम लोगों ने, इंसानों ने बहुत प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट किया. So much of air traffic, flights and all, जिसके वजह से बर्ड हिट्स होने लगे. They are getting hit by the flights and all, and they are losing their way. और एक जनरेशन अगर अपना रास्ता भूल जाते हैं ना, उसका नेक्स्ट जनरेशन भी नहीं आ सकते. And wherever they come to migrate, that place we are developing. Generally they come to a place where there is water body. तो उस वाटर बॉडी में पोल्यूशन हो गया और बहुत सारे जहाज वगैरह आ गए, पोल्यूशन केमिकल्स वगैरह डालने लगे. ओके, तो बर्ड्स डोंट प्रेफर टू कम फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट ईयर. These are the problems that we are creating. Correct? Hibernation, you are aware about this? Entire winter season they go to sleep. That is hibernation. कि अगर वो उड़ के कहीं जा नहीं सकते, so wherever they are, they will just go to sleep when the winter season begins and wake up after the entire season is over. तो उसको हाइबरनेशन बोलते हैं। दीक्षा खुश हो गई, अच्छा आइडिया सोच रही है। Okay, so that means before the winter begins, the unfavorable season begins. That time they eat as much as possible and just go to sleep. It is not actually sleep also. Metabolic activity बहुत reduce हो जाते हैं. So it is a transition between sleep and death. That is hibernation. तो पूरा सीजन निकल जाएगा, तो पूरे सीजन में उनको टेंशन नहीं, खाना मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, nothing at all. So no competition, no tension. That is a very interesting adaptation. And birds are very good at mimicry. Parrot, you know, अच्छे अच्छे आवाज निकाल सकते हैं, बोल सकते हैं, so they have that talent. Not all the birds maybe, but some of them they have it. Okay, so all the features of class Aves are clear. एग्जाम में अगर डिस्टिंग्विशिंग कैरेक्टर्स पूछे तो all these points must be there in more or less the same order. ठीक है, okay, we'll see a lot of examples now, but time खत्म हो रहा है, तो join back again, then we'll see the examples. ठीक है.